How's it going, everyone? We have the official update on Stellar Blade on PC with the specs, features, complete edition, new outfits, which will be launching on PlayStation 5 on the same day as a part of the game update that'll be dropping on June the 11th. Before I get into this video, I do want to give a shout out to our good friends over at Green Man Gaming who do have the PC version of the game already listed, and you can use the code MAY15, that is May15, MAY15, 15% off. You'll get the game for $51. They have the standard edition and the complete edition listed. The standard edition, again, $59.99, 15% off will knock it down to $51. The complete edition is $79.99. Yes, a pricey complete edition there, but you'll get it a little bit cheaper with the code May15. I'll leave a link in the description box below. You won't pay tax either, so you're saving even more. You'll get a Steam key, it redeems directly on there, and you'll be good to go. But link to that in the description box below. And as noted on the PlayStation blog, on June 11th, the PC version of Stellar Blade will be released. The PC version of Stellar Blade will support several new features and introduce exciting additional content. This additional content will also be available on the PS5 console version. PS5 users will receive the free update content through a patch download. It'll deliver the best experience to everyone, both users who couldn't join Eve's mission due to platform limitations and fans who have already witnessed the end of Eve's protocol. With this in mind, we are pleased to share detailed information about the Stellar Blade PC version, NVIDIA DLSS 4 and AMD FSR 3 upscaling and unlocked frame rate on the PC version. You got DLSS 4 and frame gen available, NVIDIA DLAA and image enhancement, and NVIDIA reflex latency reduction features. AMD FSR 3 is also supported, of course. With all of that supported, hardware is needed. Speaking of hardware, we'll get to hardware specifications in a little bit. Additionally, it supports unlocking the frame rate, allowing you to maximize your PC's potential. With these enhancements, Eve's actions will transcend its limits, becoming even more merciless and all the more mesmerizing. Yeah, Eve is a bit mesmerizing, if you know what I mean, and I think on PC, she might end up being a little bit more mesmerizing if you catch my drift. But wide resolution and high resolution texture support will also be supported. The desolate and lonely scenery of the fallen earth, along with the majestic yet delicate artwork, are the pride of Stellar Blade. The PC version of Stellar Blade supports ultra-wide 21:9 and super ultra-wide 32:9 resolutions. That's gonna look badass if you do have an ultra-wide screen, allowing you to use a wide range of aspect ratios from 5:4 to 32:9. High-resolution background textures are also supported. The beauty of the artwork will become even broader and more detailed on Eve's journey toward her mission. Please check the 4K texture option in the settings. DualSense controller and user key customization support. A desperate escape in the labyrinth darkness of the sewers, a fierce brawl across the magnetic levitation tracks of the Hypertube. In the PC version of Stellar Blade, you can experience all these moments vividly with the DualSense controller, which fully supports haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Additionally, the game now supports full user key customization for gamepads, keyboards, and mice. Complete the Eve protocol in your own playstyle. Man's test and additional nanosuit available as well. Man, the leader of the Sentinels, comes to test Eve. He is a seasoned warrior, a master of weapons, the bodyguard of Oracle, and the Guardian. Face his might in the boss challenge and prove why Eve is truly worthy. As a reward for overcoming the trial, you can obtain the Royal Guard suit. I knew they were going to tie a suit to that. And you've got a total of 25 new nanosuits, and they already got some images, and some of these look pretty badass. That's not all. After the update, you can collect a total of 25 new nanosuits as additional rewards. This will provide even more options to highlight Eve's beauty. And to celebrate the release of the PC version, we will be giving all users the new outfit Crimson Wing as a token of our gratitude. Support for simplified Chinese and Japanese facial animation as well. Stellar Blade now supports simplified Chinese voiceovers and Japanese voiceovers, and can now be selected in all regions. Of course, facial animations matching both languages will also be applied. We hope that even more players can immerse themselves in Eve's mission and her fateful choices with familiar languages and natural performances. Minimum and recommended specifications have been released as well. You've got 4 tiers of system requirements, which you'll love to see that, and we are getting these system requirements 4 weeks before the game comes out, which makes me incredibly confident, unlike Spider-Man 2, which dropped the system requirements like a day before the game drop, which that is always going to inspire me to realize that that's going to be a garbage port. Minimum 1080p, 60 FPS at low settings. You're looking at a Core i5 7600K and a Ryzen 5 1600X, a GTX 1060, or an RX 580, so this is going to be able to be ran on low-end machines, and that tells me Steam Deck performance is gonna be solid. If that's 1080p, low at 60, it's going to be able to run pretty well on the deck, I would imagine. RAM 16 gigabytes, 75 gigabytes of storage space, 1440p at 60 FPS at medium settings is what's recommended. Intel Core i5-8400, Ryzen 5 3600X, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 Super, and an AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT. 16 gigs of RAM, once again 75 gigabytes. High settings, 1440p at 60 FPS on the high setting preset. That is the second to highest preset. Intel Core i5-8400, Ryzen 5 3600X, and RTX 2070 Super, and a Radeon RX 6700 XT, 16 gigs of RAM. These are not that beefy system requirements, to be perfectly honest. And then finally, we have very high 4K at 60 FPS, very high settings, Core i5-8400, Ryzen 5 3600X, RTX 3080, and a Radeon RX 7900 XT. Guys, for 4K at 60 at maxed out, that is not too bad. The 3080 is a couple generations old. I am very happy with these system requirements and the fact that this is going to be able to run on a wide variety of machines. If this is well optimized, this game is going to crush it on PC. You know, you had the issue with like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, locking out some lower-end hardware. Here, you're looking at performance that's gonna run on the Steam Deck. It's gonna be able to run on a wide variety of machines. If you're maxing it out, it's not that intensive by the system requirements. We'll see how it translates. Very happy with these requirements, you guys. I think this is gonna go unsung as far as how impressive these requirements are, but this is, no pun intended, stellar, and also makes me more confident about how this PC version is gonna do. Foresee it doing very, very well now, depending on, again, sometimes you get system requirements and the actual release is a train wreck, but I know ShiftUp has been working on this PC version. They've been talking about this PC version a lot. They made mention of how they are optimizing it for the deck, and that was a big point. They put out that tweet showcasing, based on everything, again, I've been around the game long enough, you can kind of read the tea leaves and notice when a PC port is going to be bad, a la Spider-Man 2, Last of Us Part 1, and then Stellar Blade. Again, when you have this kind of a rollout, when you're showcasing the game on the deck, I get that FF7 Rebirth, they had the tweet as well, but with Stellar Blade, I do feel like the requirements are really good. Man, if they get this PC port right, you guys, I am very confident that this game is going to be a slam dunk home run success. For a delayed release on PC, I think it's going to do very well. It ends. Thank you once again to all the Stellar Blade fans for your unwavering support and love over the past year. We also extend our gratitude to everyone waiting for the release of the PC version. Stellar Blade has come this far thanks to your passion, and as its driving force, we look forward to even more players joining Eve's journey starting June 11. So that is everything. New content coming to PlayStation 5. PC release. Obviously, they're not going to talk about, yo, guys, go crazy with the mods on the PlayStation blog, but guess what? People are going to go crazy with the mods. You're not going to stop that. And look, I don't care about the mod support in a vacuum. What I care about is the mods this game is going to have is going to explode on social media. And it's just gonna promote and market the game even more. That's why I'm excited about the modding scene more than anything. It's gonna flood social media. It's gonna be on your, whatever, your TikToks, your Instagram Reels, on YouTube. It's gonna be everywhere. People are gonna talk about this game. I want this game to be a success. I want this game to be a case study about what games will be successful, that single player, new IPs, compelling games that have aesthetically pleasing character designs, you know, by objective standards, I feel, they can do well. And this is a new IP. This is an action game that was done so well. I want it to be successful, and based on everything I see here, I think the PC version is going to be immensely successful. I think people are going to circle back, play it on PlayStation 5 again with the new outfits and all the new content coming there, a new boss fight. Would I have liked to see a significant new expansion story DLC? Yes. Maybe they'll do it sometime down the line. I'ma say, with it being available on PC, if you do a story DLC and you do a cross-release on PC and PlayStation, I think that makes a ton of sense now that you have even more people potentially willing to check it out. This is a home run, especially from a system requirement standpoint. Stellar Blade has been one of the marvelous successes over the last year, alongside your Expedition 33s, your Black Myth Wukongs. Those are the big three that I look at. New IPs, fairly new studios, and doing incredibly well, and a showcase of what games will resonate with a large audience. And I think this PC version is gonna crush shit. I think, again, the number that would be good is breaking 50,000 concurrent players. If you break that 75, 77,000 and you break the Ghost of Tsushima record, that is incredible, especially with a $60 price point, $80 for the complete edition. And again, I see this game running laps around Last of Us Part 2's PC performance and its concurrent player count. What is that gonna tell you? I'm just saying, let's look at these numbers, and I'm sure, again, that's gonna be another promotional vehicle. Those stats are gonna be all over social media, and that's the era we live in. People are gonna dissect the numbers. The Steam database concurrent player count has been one of the most dissected numbers. And we saw him dissected with Assassin's Creed Shadows. We saw him with Expedition 33. We're certainly going to see it with Stellar Blade, especially with the kind of game it is. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. If you want the game cheaper, Green Man Gaming, we do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated if you do pick it up. Use the code MAY15, and you'll save 15%. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.